what you intend to do now when it comes to localization or further localization, pricing more importantly, as you build out your ambition for India?
Absolutely. So, India is in the midst of this transformation to a skills-first economy. And to make that transformation successful, that is really going to require deep partnership across government, across academia, and industry. And all three of those different groups are partnering very closely with Coursera to make sure that they're able to drive impact at scale. And so, as you mentioned, India is our second largest market by learners. We have 31 million learners on Coursera. That's increased at a rate of about 20% year over year. We also have 270 plus enterprise customers, Reliance being one of our marquee customers in India. And then we have examples of states in India, Kerala, Odisha, both partnering with Coursera to do job training and student training for people in their states. There's a forecast that AI can add up to 1.5 trillion to the Indian economy, so 36% of last year's GDP in India by 2030, coming from Ernst & Young. But right now, India is still relatively low in terms of its sophistication and its rank on Coursera's AI maturity index. And so there's a huge opportunity to leverage Coursera that we are very focused on to help expand access to amazing education, particularly AI-focused education across India. We're doing that through both AI translations and AI dubbing. And so we have, classes and courses that have been translated into 26 different languages, including Hindi. We're also adding this year Odia in support of that Odisha partnership that I mentioned. And so we'll continue to expand the number of languages that we offer to ensure that we give access to everyone.
Well, speaking of access, what about pricing, Greg? Because that's been the big concern when we talk about the India market. You've had a standard pricing model so far, and many would argue that that has perhaps been a constraint as far as growth in India is concerned. I know you're trying to address that differently. What about pricing?
Fantastic question. So I'm very happy to share that we recently announced much more regionally aligned pricing that makes much more sense for consumers in India. So learning is now 60% more affordable, and that starts at 1699 rupees per month, so the equivalent of roughly, $20 US. We also launched a new course preview model that gives full access to the first module of most courses, and that includes graded assignments, video content, AI-powered features like Coach. And so that makes an entire complete learning experience available for that first module for most courses on Coursera to learners around the world, including those in India. And so there's now a much larger opportunity for learners to really explore that content before they make the decision to pay.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in to CNBC TV18. Make sure you follow us and stay updated on all our social media platforms.